and we're at the Trusted Advisors of Ohio, LLC. I'm sitting here with Santonya Jones CPA. She's a managing member, and we're at 3691 Lee Road in the Leedale building. Hey, lady.
Hi, honey. How are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
I'm well.
We've been friends for just about ever. So she does my taxes, and she's really good. She's going to tell us about our financial health and what we should do for the upcoming tax season.
Yes.
And answer some questions too. So what should we do? Tell us everything.
Well, I guess where we should start is for your working taxpayer.
Okay.
The best thing you can do is to minimize. I know you guys are going to think I'm crazy because everybody is rushing to the tax preparer so that they can get their tax refund. But the best thing you can do for yourself is to minimize your refund.
Oh.
A lot of people use that as a saving strategy, but you're actually losing money. When you overpay your income tax liability, you're giving the government an interest-free loan. A lot of people want to, if you're getting earned income credit, a lot of times that money you can't get in advance. If you have children and your income is under certain guidelines, then you're going to get a huge refund because you have earned income credit. But some people will only have like 0 or 1 or 2 exemptions on their W-4, which is the form that you fill out to determine how many or how much they're going to withhold from your federal, your taxes, your income. But if you're due 3, 4, 5, or 6, then you should claim that so that they won't withhold as much, and then you'll have your money right now in your paycheck. So I have taxpayers that get $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 refunds, and none of it is earned income credit because they're claiming 0 to 1 exemptions. So my thing is, you know what you could have did with $5,000, $6,000 over the year, whatever debt that you were trying to pay off, whatever you're saving for, you could have put that money on those low interest bearing savings accounts at the banks now. It's less than 1%, but it's better than giving it to the IRS, and they're going to give you 0 for that money. So that's what I start with for individual taxpayers, is to claim the appropriate exemptions so that you can get all the money that's due to you in your net pay now, and be better at saving your money so that you can use that money for whatever you want. You're saving for a trip, to buy furniture, to pay off a debt or something like that. Pay it off now, save up now, and then have the money instead of waiting for it to come back from the IRS. As our culture, that's a misnomer. We really I use it as a savings vehicle, and it's basically due to lack of information and really ignorance of the fact that you'll be better off just saving the money on your own, putting in a savings account at the bank, a CD, or a money market account, which is going to give you a little bit more, than to give it to the IRS and wait for them to give it back to you at 0% interest. You're not getting nothing on that money. They're just giving it back to you. So that's the biggest thing I can say for an individual taxpayer who is an employee. For a business taxpayer, the best thing to do is to be organized.
You know I'm not organized.
Organize yourself. Keep all of your receipts. I don't care if it's $1, frosty through the drive-through at Wendy's. Get a receipt for toll booth, parking, meals, anything that you purchase, whether you use cash, credit, or debit. And then every month, get a folder, put all your receipts and your checks and whatever you got, check stubs or whatever, in that folder, label it that month and year, seal it up and put it up. And do that every month. And so at least now you can just pack all of those envelopes up together, come to me, Trusted Advisors on Lee Road, and then I can instruct you on how to either organize it yourself and put it in a spreadsheet or an accounting software so that it'll create the financial statement that I need to be able to do your taxes, or we provide that service here as well.
Now, for me, I do this, my little show. I know you told me not to say little. My show. But I'm just a regular, tax-paying person. But I want to, be a business. So, in doing that, I would need to start keeping track of everything. Pay the fees at the requires
Oh,
as far as
yes.
having a little business or a business and start that way?
Well, what I would suggest before you pay any fees to the state is that you just keep up with your spending, like your mileage coming to my office. That's deductible, the mileage here and back to your home. Keep up with everything, and then we can look at it. You know, we'll look at the income, we'll look at the expenses, and then once you get to a point where I feel like, okay, now you need to incorporate or become legal, then I'll say, okay, now pay what you want to pay to the state. Because basically, you know, when you send your money to the state, it's to get the charter number so you can open up a checking account. You may not be at the point where you want to open up a checking account for your business right now. You might be good just doing it on your own as a sole proprietor. I always suggest that when people are first starting out their businesses, that they start as sole proprietors. Still keep up with your money, you know, it's coming in and coming out, so that when the time comes, I can say, oh, okay, you need to become an LLC, an S Corp, a C Corp, or whatever. Let's go ahead and get that together, and then let's send the money to the state, get your charter, let's open up a checking account. Let's get ourselves, you know, set up and form so that now we can handle the business coming through here that's going to be, you know, of a higher volume. If you have a small volume of business, you don't want to pay all that money out, and you don't need to. You can just stay a sole proprietor. But as the volume of your business picks up, as you begin to have more responsibility, either increased clientele or contracts or what have you, then you want to incorporate to save yourself taxes on the back end for being a sole proprietor, because sole proprietors are taxed. That's the highest tax bracket with the 15.3% for the self-employment tax and the federal and state and yada, yada, yada. So then we'll talk about you're making more money, you're doing more, let's do something to save you some taxes in the future.
Woo! Well, there's a lot of knowledge in my head. Well, let's see. Gee, we covered
A lot. In a very short period of time.
Well, tell us the phone number to get in touch with you.
Okay. The office number here is 216-373-2389. Again, it's 216-373-2389. My email address is scj@trustedadvisorsofohio.com. Again, we're on 3691 Lee Road, Suite 109. That's in Shaker Heights near Scottsdale. It's the Leedale building. And I'm here Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. Looking forward to serving you.
Thank you so much. And she'll be back a little closer to tax season. We're already in tax season, but and then she's going to show us other things we can do at the end of the year. Thanks so much.
Yes, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for watching Be Shiny.